Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Station Park now for today's match against Rothes FC. As you know, we have some proceedings prior to the game today for the formal opening of the Davy Johnston enclosure. I'm joined today by the chairman of Nairn County FC, Mr. Donald Matheson, and local author, historian and journalist, Mr. Donald Wilson. So to start the proceedings, I'd like to hand over to the chairman, Mr. Donald Matheson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ian. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Station Park. It's a special welcome to Davy Johnston's family, Margaret and the rest of the clan, for the official opening of the new enclosure. Without the help and assistance of all the parties involved in this project, it would never have happened. We would like to thank the supporters, all of you who donated towards the cause, private benefactors, the Highland Council, Nairn County FC themselves, the 50-50 club, so thanks Stephen for that, the co-op, and of course not forgetting Nardin for their part in planning, their labour and volunteers for assisting with the building and the financial contribution to the project to see it through to fruition. So thanks to everybody involved, thanks to everybody and the officials of the Rothes for coming today and allowing this to happen at the same time. And I will pass you over to Donald Wilson, and he has his 3 minutes of fame now, and he has been timed. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. 1, 2. I'm used to this. Every time I grab a microphone. Okay. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, to say, in my generation, Davy Johnston was the Lionel Messi. We could see him play in this pitch for just a few pennies at a time when televised football was in its infancy. To give you an indication, of the pulling power of Davy Johnston and that Nairn County side of the early 1960s, the average home gate here at Station Park was about 1100. Davy was my boyhood hero, and I grew up to be a good friend of Davy's when I met him at Nairn St Ninian Football Club, which he managed for 2 years very successfully, winning 2 league championships. He was brought up in the house behind the Shanghai goal in Ann Crescent. It overlooks this pitch, and you can just imagine the wee boy looking onto the field of dreams with all his boyhood heroes. He was to become a great star on this playing surface in years to come. Born in 1942, Davy's father Samuel was a former Dumbarton player and a coach with Nairn County. Sadly, he never survived the war. I'm sure had he done so, Davy's career would have borne fruit and he would fulfil the potential that we knew he all had. As it was, he signed for Hearts, who were league champions at the time, in 1959. He had made his debut here against Rothes in November of 1958, and his talent was spotted as a raw 16-year-old. Davy went to Hearts, he was homesick, he returned here to Nairn, and then basically the legend of Davy Johnston really kicked in. He will never be forgotten by his teammates, and of course the fans who witnessed his bewitching trickery, explosive pace and shooting power, but importantly his honesty as a professional footballer who was never once booked in his career. And I see today among the crowd already some of his former teammates and indeed some of our 1976 legends. It's wonderful to welcome them. Give them a nice round of applause. In his 3 spells with Nairn County, he scored 286 goals in 279 games. Think about it. In 1963-64, he plundered 73 goals in just 46 games. Between 1966 and 69, he played 99 games for Aberdeen, scoring 37 goals as a winger. In 1967, Davy was part of the Aberdeen team which played at Hampden Park before 126,000 fans against the famous Glasgow Celtic, who were to be crowned European champions 2 weeks later. That same summer he played in the Aztec Stadium in Los Angeles for Aberdeen against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the final of the US President's Cup. Davy was to leave Aberdeen in 1969. Nairn County couldn't afford him. Cali borrowed big, and it was worth a while. He reignited his partnership with his lifelong pal Chick Allen, scoring 156 goals in 188 games for Cali. Innes MacDonald, who we all know and is revered by this club, brought Davy back to Nairn in 1975-76, and he scored 2 goals in 13 games in our championship winning season. I'm convinced if Innes were here today, he would be absolutely delighted with your choice for the name of this enclosure. If validation were needed of Davy's status, Innes said he had never seen such a player in the Highland League. And Eddie Turnbull, the Aberdeen manager, told me he had got Johnston as a 16-year-old, he would have been as good as Bobby Charlton. Last week, I'm sure there's many fans of the 60s will remember our great goalkeeper who was succeeded by another great, Richie Konzak, who's here today. And Ed Kenny had this to say: Johnston was the best, bar none, in the Highland League. Past, present, and he says it'll take a damn good player to beat him in the future. We have a match to play, so I'll close. But before, can I thank the fans who gave so generously to this project, without whom it would never have been possible. I hope when young players come out of that tunnel, they feel inspired when they see Davy's name. He was a true sportsman in every sense of the word. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charles. Thank you very much for your words.
What side of the ribbon they're going to? The stay is there?
It's long enough. I know. I need to squidge up my game.
You'll get scissors in a minute. That's a good idea.
Sure, Ben. It'll be fine. Let's get them all in there.
In the middle?
Yeah, in the middle. All right, ready to go? Yeah, look at the camera. Look at the photos. Smile.
Smile. See you there.
See you.
That's not a cheap dog, Paul.
Yeah.